This game is terrifying. This is probably the most terrifying game in the arcades back in the day. Oh, I can't ever get those darn crystals. Get back here. I'm gonna spend like the next 5 minutes. Okay, now that guy stole my crystal. Get back here. Sinistar is now in scanner range. I know, he's right there. I could be defeating Sinistar here. This may be the first time I ever defeat Sinistar. If these guys would stop shooting me. Well, hello and welcome back to Greg's Game Room. Now today I would like to discuss some reasons why it is preferable to modify an arcade 1-up cabinet over a traditional full-size cabinet. But before we get into that, please remember to hit the like button before you click off of this video. And if you enjoy the content on this channel, remember to hit the subscribe and the notification buttons. Let's get started. Alright, so my first point is that they are cheap. I mean, you could go into a Walmart and get one of these arcade 1-up cabinets for, I've seen them going for $75, $100, $150. So they're a lot cheaper than trying to get your hands on a full-size arcade cabinet. I mean, full-size cabinets can be, you know, $200, $300, $400 in really bad condition. And if you were to get a decent condition one, you know, they could get pretty expensive. Point number 2 is that they are very easy to modify. All you need is an LCD controller for about 40 bucks, you know, a Raspberry Pi for about 50 with the memory card, some new controls for, you know, roughly $45, and you know, a new control deck for about 60. Or if you want, you can build your own like I did. You know, I don't even know how you would hook up a Raspberry Pi or some other emulation device into a CRT monitor that's, you know, already in an arcade cabinet. I mean, do those things have VGA or HDMI or I don't know what it would even take to do something like that. Which just gets down to my point about how it's just easier to modify an arcade 1-up system. Point number 3 is that they are readily available. You can get them at Walmart, you can get them at Best Buy, you can get them at your local Home Depot. They're everywhere. You can just find them pretty much anywhere if you actually look for them. Now, how would you get your hands on a genuine arcade cabinet? Good question. I think you would have to go to Craigslist or some other marketplace, eBay maybe. I don't know. I don't even know where you would be able to find one of those. So yeah, readily available is a good thing. Point number 4 is that they are lightweight and easy to transport. You can move them around your house without too much hassle compared to a full-size arcade cabinet, which gosh, I mean, you could probably break your back moving one of those things by yourself. Also, try putting a full-size arcade cabinet in the backseat of your car, and I don't think it's going to happen. And because they are so much smaller and lightweight, they don't take up as much space in your home either. And lastly is probably the most important reason to modify an arcade 1-up system versus a full-size cabinet, and that's preservation. These are not the real thing. You're not hurting anything by modifying an arcade 1-up system. If you were to modify a genuine full-size arcade cabinet, you're taking that cabinet out of history. And I feel that it's our responsibility as classic arcade gamers to keep these systems in as pristine, perfect condition. These were not meant to be turned into a main machine or a multicade. They were meant to play, you know, Miss Pac-Man or Mortal Kombat or, you know, Space Invaders or Tempest. They weren't meant to become a multicade. They were meant to be a specific game, so I feel like we need to keep them the way they originally were. So by modifying an arcade 1-up cabinet, you're not hurting anything.
There's Wizard of War over there. There's Donkey Kong. I found Donkey Kong. Elevator action. Pac-Man Plus, Track and Field, Mousetrap, Adventure, Millipede, Centipede, and Missile Command over there.
So modifying an arcade 1-up cabinet is a great way to go if you would like to have not a quite full-size arcade machine in your home, but something very similar to having one. And by throwing a Raspberry Pi in there or some other multicade device, you can have all of the games that you played in your youth in a nice small form factor, lightweight, cheap, and you're not hurting history. You're not hurting any of the original arcade cabinets. So if I was able to convince you into modifying an arcade 1-up cabinet over a traditional arcade cabinet, please click the like button down below. If you enjoy the content on this channel, please remember to hit the share and the subscribe and the notification bell and all that good stuff down below. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Strategy is to drop the rocks. Of course, after you drop that second rock, then you get the bonus right there. Also, if you want to get more points, kill them horizontally versus vertically. Oh, or just don't die. Oh, no, you don't. You can't get away from Dig Dug.